Hello again, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Want to talk about food supplier disruptions. We have a major, and you probably heard this already, but we have a major food supplier disruption going on really around the world, but it is hitting here in the United States, and it's going to get worse. Before I go into that any further, I do want to mention on a different topic just for a moment. I read an article earlier today. Y'all might have seen this, I'm not sure. But I read an article that said that a healthcare system, this is a Colorado-based healthcare system, UC Healthcare. But anyway, they made a decision to deny organ transplants to patients who have decided not to get the thing. Okay? You know what I mean? That is, when I read that, it made me sick in my stomach. It's disgusting. It's freaking evil is what it is. That's what it is. I'm just telling you. This foolishness does not calm down. We're just heading down, I've said it before, heading down a seriously dangerous path here, folks. If this doesn't calm down, I believe this country is going to be unrecognizable in a year. Less than a year. I don't think we have that long. That's just my opinion. Share what you think. Okay, I digress. I'm going to get back to food. Okay, food supplier disruptions are increasing right now, and they're spreading right now. We're hearing about, of course, in the grocery stores, the shelves are still have the holes, and get the variety that you normally would get, but getting a lot of news from school systems that this is affecting this food supply for school systems around the country, assisted living, and healthcare facilities. I received an email from a viewer, a friendly neighbor in South Carolina, not too far from here, but she had emailed about her mom, that she's recently had to put her mom into assisted living due to declining healthcare issues or her declining health. And but anyway, she said that not long after she's done this, she received an email from the administration of this assisted living care facility that pertained to food disruptions. And just read a little bit of it from it. This is from the facility, but it said, currently the food industry nationwide is experiencing disruptions which are influencing our weekly deliveries from our food vendors. Our food vendors tell us that these disruptions may last for 10 to 20 months. And you heard that right. I'll read it again. Our food vendors tell us that these disruptions may last for 10 to 20 months. Now, I don't think I've seen it anywhere else, but to put a time on that, to give you a time frame, but I'm not terribly surprised, but wow, to read it in black and white, I mean, think about that. If we're seeing that now, what's it gonna look like in 10 to 20 months? What's it gonna look like in 2 months, 1 month? But anyway, I wanted to share that, and this, and it's not just about the food shortages either. I think this is just going to get more of a problem and more widespread. It's going to go to more in the schools and healthcare facilities. You're going to see more in your grocery stores, I believe. And you're not only going to see the more bare shelves and less variety, you're going to see the prices just keep going up. For a while now, the prices have just kind of been inching up. When they inch up over some time, you don't notice it as much, especially if you're not a keen observer, if you're not really keeping up, you're just going. You generally get the same things every week or every month when you go to the grocery store. And if you're not really paying attention, you may not notice it as much when these things just go up. 10 cents here, 15, 20 cents. You may notice. But they're rising more sharply now, aren't they? Have you noticing it? Especially meat, certain other items, toilet paper, good grief. So the prices are going up. I come across an article talked about this. Just read a few things. It said, according to new figures released by the Labor Department, wholesale inflation jumped 8.3% from August of this year compared to August of 2020. That's the biggest gain on record since the department started tracking this more than a decade ago. One person said, we haven't seen anything yet, said a supermarket guru. Prices are going to continue to go up for a good year and a half. Biggest increases we will see has to do with animals, whether it's eggs, milk, pork, or beef. The fires up north have decimated their feed. Supply chain issues like bottlenecks at the Port of Los Angeles and labor shortages are also to blame. We have a huge problem with lack of truck drivers. Refrigerated transport is up 10.4% in cost. As prices increase, supplies have decreased. That sums it up. Price increase, supplies decrease. Went on to mention that a lot of retailers, food retailers, are reporting that they're getting about an average of 50% of what they order. That's something. What's that going to look like in a month? 2 months? Who knows? But anyway, that's just kind of put it in perspective, So, compare a receipt. If you keep up, and I keep up with receipts, if you're doing this, compare a grocery receipt now from even a month ago, even a few weeks ago, and you're going to notice a difference because they're rising up, like I said, more sharply now, more noticeable even. And they're going to keep going up according to all this. So I think we need to prepare. We talk about a lot of different ways to prepare. We've gone over that. And somebody mentioned it in a comment, I think maybe on the last video, but we need to prepare mentally too. We prepare, we do all these things, we stack up and all that, and we got to keep doing that. But we need to prepare mentally as well for what is coming, because it is coming like a train. All right. We need to prepare not only mentally, but physically and spiritually as well. Remember, the Lord our God never forsake us. He will never forsake us. Always there through to the end. Always remember that. So we need to keep praying. Always mention that. But I think it's so important. I need to highlight that every time. So please just keep doing that. And let's look after each other, and look after family members. If you have a neighbor that is who needs some help, check on them every now and then, So, but anyway, share your thoughts. What are you seeing out there? Are you hearing similar stories to what I just mentioned? Share it with the group. Comments are awesome. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support and all the comments. I get all these emails. I'm really flattered. I'm really just overwhelmed with that. I really appreciate all that and all the support. God bless you. Take care. I will see you soon.